What's going on? This is your man John Fortune, your host of the Frustrated Fan Sports Show, and today is my 10 keys to the game. I know a lot of y'all are going to say 10 keys, John. Yeah, this is a very tough game that we're having this Sunday against the Buffalo Bills, and because of that, I had to come up with 10 keys for us to even come close to winning this game. This is a game that we could possibly steal, because right now Buffalo already blew out the Miami Dolphins, and there is a chance that we can actually get them at their most vulnerable right now, because even though they blew out Miami, the game didn't really get out of hand until the second half. And I do feel that Washington has a massive opportunity, a massive chance to take this game. But they have to accomplish at least some of these keys to do that. Now, again, I'm the type of person, you gotta accomplish 80% of the keys to actually sit up there and win the game. Now, if they actually sit up there and achieve 50% of them, they're still doing good. But for this particular game, they may have to accomplish 80% of the keys. So I'm going to start it off. Key number 1, slow the run game. Now, I said slow it. I didn't say stop it. This team is one of the teams that is hard to stop their running attack. When you talk about Devin Singletary, Zach Moss, Matt Breida, and the quarterback, that is a tough task to handle. Again, we saw Washington struggle in the first 2 games of the season against the running attack. This is a far bigger and better, superior running game than what we saw in the first 2 games. So because of that, slowing the run game is more valuable than trying to stop the run game. So if they can slow the run game, they'll actually be doing well. 2, and this is one that is a very important one, get pressure on Josh Allen. We can actually pressure him into mistakes. We saw that in Pittsburgh. We saw some of it a little bit with Miami, but again, you're talking about we can pressure Josh Allen into making mistakes. If we don't get pressure on him and he gets to running around and he feels that he's the best running quarterback in the league, we're going to have problems. So we have to get pressure on Josh Allen, and a lot of pressure on him. We want him to feel uncomfortable in that pocket at all times. So that's number 2. Number 3, stop the quick throw passing game. Now, I'm pretty sure Buffalo has seen the last 2 games in which teams have been murdering us with the quick passes out of the backfield or the quick passing game. We need to nullify that. We need to stop that. And because I expect for us to see it very early on. If we do not stop the quick passing game, we're going to have problems again. The reason why I say that is because a person like Emmanuel Sanders is good at these type of things. Well, more Stephon Diggs than Emmanuel Sanders. But either way, this can be a very dangerous game if they're able to get the quick passing game going very early in the game. We have to find a way to stop that. This leads into my next one, which is stay away from zone coverage. Emmanuel Sanders is a guy who's not only fast, but he's very crafty as a route runner. He is a guy who has been known to find holes in the zone coverage. We cannot let Emmanuel Sanders do that. Again, We saw that in 2 games prior. This zone coverage is not as crisp as we would like it to be. And because of that, we can't let it happen against these 2 guys who like Stephon Diggs is good when it comes to the quick passing game and the deep threat. Emmanuel Sanders is a deep threat, but he's also a very good route runner, and he finds holes in zones. He finds them, he sits there, he takes advantage, and he'll take it to the house. So we have to not, I would rather us just stay away from the zone coverage. Number 5, double team Diggs with the hidden coverage. Now what I mean by that is simple. We need to have Cam Curl kind of shadow Stephon Diggs wherever he goes. Now what I mean by that is that if Stephon Diggs lines up on the right side, I want Cam Curl to be on that side, because I want Cam Curl's first read in his first read to be, what is Stephon Diggs doing? I feel that we can beat him by either Will Jack or Benjamin St-Juste jamming Stephon Diggs at the line, and then all of a sudden creating the issue where when Cam Curl sees Stephon Diggs release, once the jam happens, if he breaks his right or breaks his route somewhere else, or if he even beats them, Cam Curl will be able to be down there immediately and take over the coverage for Stephon Diggs and actually probably come up with a play or an interception. I think that if they disguise their coverage this way, they will in fact be they will nullify Stephon Diggs, but they have to play it this particular way. Number 6, get Logan Thomas and Ricky Seals-Jones touches in this passing game. Michael Hyde is nursing a neck injury, and I feel that when it comes down to it, there is a significant chance that the tight ends can get open in the middle of the field and on the corners of the field, because I do feel that their safeties, especially Michael Hyde, who's a very good safety, with him having this neck injury, I think that they can actually sit up there and take massive advantage of that. They also have Levi Wallace, who's one of their corners. He might be out for the game, but they haven't ruled him out just yet. But still, I think that if we get Logan Thomas and Ricky Seals-Jones truly involved in this passing game, we can probably go ahead and take a huge advantage of the middle of the field with these 2, because again, their size alone is good enough, but I feel that their catch radiuses and the fact that they can out-leap a lot of guys, I think they can take massive advantage of that. Number 7, and this one is a big one, nullify their ends. Now, I will say this, Buffalo has a lot of ends, a whole lot of them, and all of them can basically create some damage. When you think about their ends, you're talking about Jerry Hughes, Mario Addison, Gregory Rousseau, AJ Espinoza, Boogie Basham, and also I think the other guy's name is Love. I can't remember what his first name is, but I know it's Love. The thing about that is that they rotate them. They rotate them a lot. Pittsburgh was able to take advantage of that, and I feel we can do the same as well. Once they rotate them, if our tackles and our offensive linemen can seal those corners, I think they can sit up there and do a lot of things with that. I think they can get these defensive ends out of the game. Now again, we will have to deal with a 2 pair of fast linebackers, but I feel that if we seal off the ends, we can make some noise. And if we seal off the ends, that leads me into my next key, which is key number 8. Run the ball to the corners. I do feel that Antonio Gibson and J.D. McKissick can actually outrun their linebackers. And and actually beat their linebackers to the edges. So I do feel that running to the corners for us would be the best solution. Now again, I understand that it doesn't sound as good because it's like, well, why would you run to the corners? But if the offensive line has sealed the ends and they actually give Antonio Gibson and J.D. McKissick the opportunity to run to the corners, I think that both of them can outrun their linebackers. Now again, Tremaine Edmonds is a fast guy, but I think that there's a chance that our running backs can actually outpace him. So that is my key. That is number 8. Number 9, and this one is the most important key. Keep Taylor Heinicke clean. Taylor Heinicke, we're going to need him to throw a lot in this game. And I know people don't want to hear that, especially against this secondary. But we're going to need Taylor to throw a lot in this game. And a part of throwing a lot is going to be him staying upright. This offensive line is going to have to take extreme care of Taylor Heinicke. These wide receivers are going to have to beat their coverage and get open immediately for Taylor Heinicke, because again, this is one of these things that they're going to have to watch out with what's going on. And if they don't pay close attention to keeping Taylor Heinicke clean, we're going to have a long day. So key number 9, which is for me the most important key, keep Taylor Heinicke clean. Last but not least, and this is a key that I think really determines if we win the game. Number 10 is keep the score close. For me, I have a lot of confidence in us possibly pulling off wins if we keep the games close. The Los Angeles Chargers, we kept the game very close till about the 4th quarter, but we kept the game very close. And we could have won that game if we didn't give up, I think it was that 4th and 16 or 4th down play that happened. If we didn't get that up, or 3rd, it might have been 3rd down, whichever one it was. Whichever play it was, if we didn't give up that play, we could have came out of there with the victory. You saw with the Giants, kept the game close, ended up coming out with the victory. I feel that if we keep the game close, we will in fact come out with this victory. Now again, that doesn't mean we're going to keep it close, but I feel if we meet some of the keys prior to this key, trust and believe we can keep this game close. We can go to Buffalo and come out with a win. The fact that we're going to Buffalo prior to it getting really cold there is also a benefit for us. So with that being said, those are my keys to the game. Like I said, I think that Washington needs to reach about 80% of these keys. But if they reach 50%, I think they still have a chance to win the game. But we'll see. Again, I'm excited. We'll definitely see how this goes on. After the 4th game of the season, I'm going to have another show that I run to really give you guys a view of what's going on with the team. Other than that, this has been your man, John Fortune, and this has been the Frustrated Fan Sports Show.